So there are 5 chords in the chord identification part of level 7 of the RCM exams. You have chords with 3 notes, and you have some chords with 4 notes. So let's consider the 3-note chords first. You have major and minor, and those are ones you've had for quite a while. Here's a B major chord. So that's pretty familiar, and if I make it minor, I take the third and I lower it. So I have major and I have minor. Those are super familiar. The augmented triad also has 3 notes, and to make that, I take the top note of the major chord and I move it higher. A way to recognize the augmented chord, it wants to resolve upward. It wants to do that. So you have a major chord, you have a minor chord, and you have, go back to major, you can raise the 5th, and you have augmented. Again, you can hear it wants to resolve. The other 2 chords have 4 notes in them, and so they sound a little more complicated. First, you have the dominant 7th. The nice thing about the dominant 7th chord, it wants to resolve. And in level 7, the dominant 7th chord will be in root position. So if I play a different one, we have this. So when you hear that chord, if you hear that it wants to resolve downward, that makes it a dominant 7th chord. If I play this chord, all the notes are the same distance apart. That is a diminished 7th chord. And that chord just kind of sits there. So again, we have major, we have augmented, which again, augmented wants to resolve. We have minor, and we have dominant 7th, the 4-note chord, which wants to resolve. And we have the diminished 7th chord, which just kind of sits there. It has kind of a dark mood to it, like a scary movie or something. So those are the 5 chords.